You've built it. Now, how do you sell it? In this video, I'll reveal the secret sauce to launching your video, attracting daily customers, and making sales from day one. If you want to turn your product into a money-making machine, you don't want to miss this video. Before I launched my first product, I was terrified. I thought nobody would buy it. But guess what? Within 48 hours, I made my first $1,000. How? By following a simple launch strategy that focused on engaging my audience, building excitement, and delivering value. And today I'm going to show you how to do just the same. The biggest mistake people make when launching a new product is not building up enough buzz about it beforehand. You need excitement to sell. They create a product and just expect people to magically buy it. But without a launch plan, you're essentially throwing your product into the void. Picture this. You've spent months creating your product, but then you only post about it 2 or 3 times before you launch. Nobody knows about it, and you get no sales. That's not a launch. That's just some postings. You need to drum up excitement and anticipation before the big day. The key to a successful launch is anticipation, creating that sense of urgency and making sure your audience is primed to buy. I'll walk you through the steps to your launch with ease and confidence so that you can begin making sales that first day. Let's break it down. There are 3 crucial elements to a successful launch: building anticipation, engaging your audience, and creating urgency. Let's go over each one. Tip 1, build anticipation before the launch. The first step is to get your audience excited before you launch. Start by teasing your product weeks in advance. Share sneak peeks, show behind the scenes, and tell your audience what's coming. Start by building anticipation early. If you're launching a course, start a countdown or share with your email list bits and pieces of it. Get that anticipation started. I recommend doing this 1 to 2 weeks before your launch day. Even share snippets of your course, testimonials, and success stories. Let your audience know how it's going to solve their problems. Here's a great example. When I created my first course, I didn't just create it and launch it. I created a 10-day countdown with teasers. I shared sneak peeks, answered Q&A, and even hosted a live event. By launch day, people were hungry to buy. Tip number 2, engage your audience before and during your launch. Engagement is key. You need to keep your audience involved and excited. The more your audience feels connected to you, the more likely they are to buy when you launch. During your pre-launch phase, engage with your audience a lot. Reply to their comments, ask them questions, engage with them. Reply to their comments, ask questions, and give them value. For example, let's say your digital product is an ebook on finances. Share finance tips, answer questions about finance, answer questions about money management, and get people excited about how your product can help them. One powerful strategy is to host a launch webinar or a live stream where you can show your audience your product, show the value of it, do some Q&A with your audience. Allow them to see the value of your product. This builds trust and authority. When it's time to pitch your product, your audience will already be invested in your product. Tip number 3, create urgency to drive sales. To make sales on launch day, you need to create urgency. Limited time offers, special bonuses, these all help to keep limited time offers, discounts, early bird specials. These all help to keep people interested and to help create sales that first day. Urgency is a psychological factor that motivates people to act now. Here are a few ways to implement urgency. Number 1, limited time offer. You get 20% off for the next 48 hours. Number 2, bonuses. The first 50 people get this special bonus. Number 3, scarcity. Only 10 spots left. Here's a quick example. When I launched my first course, here's a quick example. When I launched my first digital course, I offered the first 50 people a 20% discount. I also threw in a 30-minute consultation with me for the first 10 people who invested with me. That created urgency, and I sold out fast. Tip 4, post-launch follow-up. Once your launch is live, keep the momentum going. Follow up with your email list. Remind them about your product and keep the excitement alive. After your launch day, don't just sit back. Keep following up with those people who haven't bought yet. Send reminder emails. Talk about bonuses. Keep it up on social media. Keep talking about your product and how great it is. The key here is consistency. You can even send testimonials or success stories from people who bought from you early on. This reinforces the value and encourages others to take action. Remember, a successful launch comes down to anticipation, engagement, and urgency. Follow these steps and you'll launch your product with confidence and start making sales right away. In the next video, I'll talk about how to drive traffic to your website. Stay tuned.